Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we will be completing our build of the Demi trainer. Today we will be working on the waist and down to the legs. So for our first steps, it looks like it wants us to take our waist piece here. I took the liberty of cutting out all the pieces and cleaning them up just for a smoother video transaction. And so these guys will stay in place. I cut the waist guard armor on all of my kits just so it can freely move. It also brings up a little bit of detail in it when you're posing them. It was something that I kind of relatively newly started doing. So some of my older builds do not have it, but you can see that it keeps it nice and loose. But only one has to move. And that's a pretty easy process. They usually come with a piece of plastic in them that you can easily cut out, giving you access to it like it is presented here. So we're going to be taking this piece here now and giving it a press down so it snaps into the two prongs. Coming with this here, the back skirting armor. Go ahead and snap that in, and then go ahead and snap it into place right in the back there. And so that moves out and inward so that you can better pose the Gundam model kit, whatever you prefer to call it. As you can see, this is kind of on a rocking motion there, but yeah. So that would be our waist section done. Beautiful thing about these Witch for Mercury kits that they really don't have a lot going for them as far as the build, but once they are done, they look spectacular. This will be, I think, my 8th Witch for Mercury kit that I have personally built. I've built 2 of the aerial high grades. I built a Lifrith, the Lifrith Thorn, and the Lifrith UR, the Demi trainers here. So I got good experience with these, I would say, and I haven't come across a bad one yet. I will do a small review sometime of the other kits that I have built, like Feract. So we'll go ahead and attach our waist and get it out of the way for right now. And we'll now move on to our legs. So go ahead and I guess we'll snap together the feet real quick since they're pretty easy. We'll take our foot piece here and our foot piece here. Make sure you snap your white piece in first. Kind of, I guess, the toes. And then give that a nice press in there, and that's the one front foot complete. We'll go ahead and do the other one now. So just like that. Just that. Okay. So we'll take our little pieces of armor that we have for the Demi trainer's feet. I guess this would be its ankle armor. Do that same on both sides. Okay. So those are the 2 feet pieces, and we'll do the backs. I do enjoy how the Demi trainer feet look. They are very unique, very industrial, I guess would be the way I would describe it. It looks very workforce-ish. Definitely a cool design for a grunt mobile suit, whatever you want to call them. So all of these are very simple pieces that just slide together and right into place. Just like that. And for a little bit of bonus detail, they have the little venting right there. Pretty nice. So we'll start building from the legs upward. That piece there. Oh, make sure you put them on the right way though. Okay, put that there. We'll do the other side now. The vents go in the back. And the Demi trainer will soon stand. So this is our leg assembly here. So we'll go ahead and continue that. We want all of that facing downward, so we will actually come to these pieces first then. So here and here, just like so, with a leg armor cover over top. Just like that. And do the same for this side. Give it a firm press in there, just like that. Those are both in place now. So now we want to come to this, and no, sorry, I apologize for that, because it goes like that. Turn these around like so, and pop them on there just like that. So this one would go like this. Okay. Pop that there. Now we'll come through and make sure we got everything in the proper placement. And go ahead and snap everything in with the knee joint piece. I had it the right way. There. Oh, got caught on my glove. There we are. That would be one. We'll go ahead and do the other one as well. Ah, that one wasn't snapped in. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I was having so many issues. There. Not quite sure what happened there. Look, just the piece was kind of being stubborn. Problem solved though. It is taken care of now. And we're moving on to the knee connections. So for these just have a slide on point. You slide it on. Oop. If you press too hard, it'll pop right off though. So gotta make sure that you get it on there the right way. And it'll let you know if it's not. Right away it will. But there, just like that. And we'll go ahead and take our front armor plate and pop it on. Do the same on the other side. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and do these connections here, just like that. Oh, looks like we missed just a small little nub. There we go. Now we'll take this one, get this one set up on this side. Go ahead and plug these guys into the hips here. And then we'll plug the hips into our legs. Make sure that they are in there pretty good. Looks like it. So let's go ahead and move our arm out of the way. Oop. Make sure our legs are actually snapped in before we put them on, which ours were not secure. So just make sure that those get secured. And there's our Demi trainer. And we'll go ahead and assemble his shield, which is a pretty simple, just snap fit there with for the handle, and then for the front plate of the shield, just take this plate flat over top, firm press, done. Our final piece would be the Demi trainer gun. I actually do not know the name of this weapon. If anybody does, go ahead and leave it down in the comments for me. I would greatly appreciate it. And so we'll take our last green sticker, and it will be going right here. Make sure that we got it in place where we want it. Yep, that's fine. So there we are. Sticker on, weapon assembled. Now, does the Demi trainer actually want to hold his weapon like that? Didn't look like it. He hardly wants to keep his legs on. So, that was something I had read online about these kits. The weapon was kind of funky that came with them. And I don't know what you really expect. It's a grunt suit. So, we will take our shield and we'll go ahead and pop that on him for right now. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. The Demi trainer option set. So there's our open hands for our Demi trainer. We also got the cool Gatling hand. So let's see, right there. That'll be very fun on him. So also the bigger gun like Choo Choo has, a smaller gun, a knife, and a really cool circular saw-like device. So that'll all be very fun. And we'll be taking a look at that in our next video when we do decals, you know, finish detailing our little Demi trainer here up so he can go with his big sister Choo Choo over here. The one thing I did notice about these two kits is Choo Choo's Demi Trainer definitely seems more armored up. Also, it coming with the open hands and not having to buy them separate, kind of a big deal. We'll go ahead and sit her over there. For right now, I'll pull the camera over. And here's our Demi trainers. Oop, let's kind of... With these guys, they have very oddly shaped feet. So you kind of got to pay attention to how you pose them. So inside our box of our Demi trainer parts, it looks like we got one bag, one folded instruction booklet. I will open this here. So inside of our box there, we can expect two runners, a D1 and a D2. Looks pretty good. I do enjoy the detail in some of the weapons. The knife is kind of comical though. It looks kind of oddly large. But a lot of the other weapons look good. Like the gun that Choo Choo has obviously looks fine. I'm very interested in this piece, as that's the Gatling hand. So I guess we can start by, let's go ahead and cut all of this out. I would like to paint it all and maybe do a video about painting it. Not part of this series, maybe just as its own separate thing. I think the last video in this series will be the next one, and that will be us putting decals on our Demi trainer, finishing up weapons of choice, how we're going to choose how to pose and display. So that'll all be a fun little aesthetic thing to do for the build. Right now I'm just going to cut out all of the pieces and prep them for cleanup, nub removal, and the such. Oh, there goes our Demi trainer. He'll be all right. A little shaky down here. I'm doing my laundry. And I'm just doing very fast cuts on this. Not really worried about how much of the runner I take out. It's more about just getting the pieces removed from the runners so that they're easier to work with. Sometimes these runners can take up a lot of space on your desk, even with organizers. I have a couple of them around that I end up just kind of doing this, and it saves me more time than trying to figure out the organizer. For some reason, when you see the parts laid out on the table, you can see them almost better than you can when they're inside the runner. I don't know, that might just be me. Apologize for the shoddy camera work on cutting this out. As I said, just kind of going really fast with it. Not really any clean cuts. And there's only two runners. But this is why I cut out the earlier part of me just cutting all the pieces out and cleaning them up from the Demi trainer pieces, as I really wanted to complete that build tonight, especially to get the series wound down on this Demi trainer. I picked a build for our next video series already, which we will look forward to showing you guys a little preview of that in the next video. So we're coming up to the last couple pieces here. Looks like just these 4. There's that. And then this last piece. Okay, there we are. So, oh, you know what we did? I did forget there on the Demi trainer. I forgot to put his backpack on. Shame on me. What's a Demi trainer without his backpack? There we go. So there's our Demi trainer, and I assume this piece just slides in there for him. Unsure what this piece was for. I believe it's an optional antenna piece for the head, but makes him kind of look dumb. So we opted out of that piece. So, I mean, we'll just get these cleaned up, and we'll get it in tomorrow's video when they're all cleaned up. I'll get them all snapped together tonight, and we'll take a look at them. I appreciate you guys joining me at Gunpla Ground, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time when we finish the Demi trainer's weapons, put him on his stand, and put decals on him to bring him to life. We'll also touch up any panel lining that may have faded, didn't get done. Here on the chest. Ooh, he is not wanting to stand up for me. Here on the chest, here and here, I did not put any panel liner. It's usually easier for those panel lines to do them when he's standing up. And I do want some really dark panel lines on this guy, like I have on my Choo Choo. So I put down a good base for him. I think it was pretty all right. He looks pretty clean. I don't see a lot of nubbing, if any. I see one on the shield here, which I'll come through and clean up right away. But other than that, he looks pretty good. Happy with the results. Once again, a 10 out of 10 kit from the Witch for Mercury line. If you haven't picked up any of these kits yet, highly recommend. The optional sets that I showed here with the weapons are a much harder thing to come across out in the wild there. So I highly recommend, if you see it, grab it. This set was sent to me by a good friend of mine who lives many miles away. He was able to find it for pretty cheap inside a local hobby shop and knew that I was working on the Demi trainers, so he made sure he got it to me. Very awesome of him, and thank you. So that will conclude our video for today, and hopefully in our next video we will be fully done with the Demi trainer and moving on to the next kit. I look forward to the future of this channel, and we'll continue to post a video every day. Even if it's small, short, it will be a complete video. I haven't got any feedback yet about what color we want our Demi trainers team to be, so any feedback on that would be great, and we'll get him set up. I appreciate it once again. Thank you, and everyone have a great evening, day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. Enjoy.